So AJ Styles versus John Cena is being advertised for Crown Jewel 2025 in Perth, Australia. And let's just say that this was a lazy way to put this match together. No build up, no storyline. It's just going to be a match that is an exhibition match that fans want because John Cena has a limited amount of dates left on his contract, and they just want to see Cena mix it up with AJ Styles one more time, right? So let's go down to the history, right? The history is AJ Styles has beaten John Cena, I think 3 times, if I'm not mistaken. The first time was at Money in the Bank. Second time was at SummerSlam. And then No Mercy 2016 in a triple threat. And that was the last time Styles has ever beaten Cena. John Cena has beaten AJ Styles at Battleground in a 6-man tag match. Beat him at the Rumble, and then he beat him again on February of 2018 on an episode of SmackDown. So that's the history, right? That's the match history with Cena and Styles. So technically, they are 3 for 3. Okay? For those that are not keeping score. So at Crown Jewel, this will be pretty much a tiebreaker. And to be honest, it doesn't really matter who wins this match because there's nothing at stake. There's no bragging rights. There's no prize in the end, no reward. If John Cena beats AJ Styles, Cena gets nothing out of beating AJ Styles. If AJ Styles beats John Cena, AJ Styles gets nothing from beating Cena, because AJ Styles he's bound to retire, call it a day, hanging up the boots by next year. After WrestleMania 42, AJ Styles is done. He is going to retire as well. So this match has no purpose. And if for anyone expecting this to be a 5-star classic, look, this is not 2016 no more. Maybe 10 years ago, this would have, of course, would have been a classic. But now, in 2025, John Cena's body is beaten up. AJ Styles' body, he's still in great shape. Both men are still in great shape. But in terms of in-ring endurance, how well they're going to be able to perform on a higher level compared to how they performed 10 years ago. And Miz seems to be very unhappy and frustrated with this decision to do this match for Crown Jewel, because he feels as though that he should be the one facing John Cena toward this end of his retirement tour. So he was in an interview with the Shumo, and the Miz was expressing frustration that the fans aren't asking for a final showdown between him and Cena. He said, "It pisses me off as a WWE superstar because I feel like I have had a big rivalry with Cena. I've had multiple WrestleManias with John Cena." That's a lie, because they only had one WrestleMania match, the main event. And yet the fans aren't sitting there saying, hey, we want The Miz versus John Cena. They're saying we want AJ Styles versus John Cena. Now, most of this dialogue is Miz being a character, for the most part, right? Yeah, there could be some real frustration, but I think this is Miz just being Miz, playing his character. Because no one did want to see AJ Styles. I mean, not AJ Styles. No one wanted to see The Miz and Cena mix up one more time. No one asked for that match. If you go back to the WrestleMania 27 match, no one cared. The reason why it was forgettable because the match wasn't good. Let's keep it real. Is The Miz a great performer? Yes. Great character? Yes. But the match he had with John Cena was not memorable. And the reason why people want to see AJ Styles and John Cena for his retirement tour is because they had a memorable match back in 2016. No one's going to forget their SummerSlam match, the match they had at Money in the Bank, the match they had at the Royal Rumble 2017 where Cena tied Ric Flair, become a 16-time world champion. Okay, the Miz is not in that conversation uh, because no one wants to see that match at this stage. No, and it's like their match wasn't anything to brag home about. So he goes on to say, basically saying that he wanted a spot in John Cena's final matches. He pointed out that he wants to be one of those spots in Cena's final matches. John Cena, quote unquote, has 5 matches left, or 5 dates. I don't even know how many matches are left in his pocket, but there's 5 dates. That's it. That's 5 superstars that are going to get an opportunity to be in the ring, and I want myself to be one of them. I've been vocal. I've been the first person to say out there that I want to put my name in the hat to go against John Cena. I was the first person. When I heard about the whole farewell tour, I said, I want to be the first person to put my name in the hat. All the fans had to do was tweet and go on Instagram and talk about it, get it riled up to where it would be The Miz versus John Cena one last time. But no, you wanted the Randy Ortons, you wanted the Brock Lesnar's, you wanted the AJ Styles. You didn't ask for this guy. So, yeah, that's what he had to say about that. And, let's be honest. With AJ Styles and John Cena, there's no reason to do this match other than John Cena has to relive his past rivalries with someone like AJ Styles, Randy Orton, or Brock Lesnar, just to revisit his old rivals, Miz being one of them. But once again, the fans are not clamoring for The Miz. But there is a way that Miz can get involved in this match, right? If you want to make things spicy, you want to make things hot, put some more oomph into this match at Crown Jewel to give it some extra flavor, make The Miz the special guest referee. Yeah, make him the special guest referee. Have him put on a referee outfit and call the match down to the middle. That's what I would do. If I was Triple H, I make Miz the special guest referee. That way he has involvement and he decides who he wants to have be the winner and who he wants to have be the loser. And the match can go either way. Like I said, it doesn't really matter who wins this match because there's nothing to be gained out of who wins, right? And John Cena doesn't become damaged from losing to AJ Styles. Nothing happens to him. He doesn't lose no credibility. If AJ Styles loses, there's no credibility lost on his side either. But in order to make the match have more oomph to it, you got to make Miz the referee, point blank. Now, I have a problem with John Cena having matches with AJ Styles or Brock Lesnar when it's his retirement tour and we're saying farewell to John Cena. Okay, he's a veteran. He was the top guy at one point. Why the hell is he facing guys that he's already fought before? I can understand facing a Randy Orton, a CM Punk, but the Brock Lesnar match at the end of the day was unnecessary. We didn't need to see that match. For what it was at WrestlePalooza, there was no need to even do that match. There's no need to do AJ Styles versus John Cena because AJ Styles has nothing to do with John Cena right now at this point in his career. What you should be doing is you should be using John Cena to build up the next generation. I'm talking about the Braun Breakers. I'm talking about the Gunthers. I'm talking about the Carmelo Hayes. Even if a Carmelo Hayes loses to John Cena, he will still benefit from even being in the ring with John Cena. The two biggest ones for me is Braun Breaker and Gunther. Okay, Gunther and Braun Breaker would benefit greatly. Okay, why waste his dates? And the thing is, right, who's to say that he's going to be in a match in one of those 5 dates. I mean, out of all those 5 dates, he's probably going to wrestle two matches. Two matches. The War Games matches, and the final match at Saturday Night's Main Event. That's it. You think if he appears on Raw, he's not wrestling on Raw? Maybe he might not. But if he's going to wrestle on Raw, he needs to be in that ring with Braun Breaker, 1-on-1. I need to see John Cena and Braun Breaker 1-on-1. If you want to get the most out of his retirement tour, give him a match with Braun Breaker and give Braun Breaker the rub that he deserves to get, as well as Gunther. Give Gunther that match too.